Friends, again, the mind is so powerful. It was about 20 minutes before quitting time on a hot, sultry afternoon in South Texas. Old Joe he was at the bottom rung of the railroad workers. He was truly working for the check and was constantly checking his watch to see how much longer before break time, how much longer before lunchtime, how much longer before quitting time. Well, again, it was hot. It was about 20 minutes before quitting time. So Joe happened to look over. His job was just to sweep out the boxcars. And he happened to spot one over on the tracks that he was working on. It was a refrigerated car. So he said, I think I'll go in there. Spend the last 20 minutes. It's so hot out here. So Joe goes in there, closes the door. It's nice and cool. He turns the light on. And he sweeps up a little bit. And he realizes that, gosh, it's only 7 or 8 minutes before quitting time. So I can kill that much time just walking back to the time clock. So he puts his broom up next to the wall, says, I'll finish this tomorrow. And he goes to the door, only to find out he can't open it. It's locked. There's no way for him to unlock it from the inside. So he beats on the door. He screams. He yells. He goes over to the side of the car, beats and screams because he knows there's no second shift that night. If he doesn't get someone to come let him out, he begins to imagine freezing to death that night. Well, he screamed and hollered and beat on the walls till he was absolutely exhausted. He realized his fate. No one was coming. No one would find him until in the morning. So after a while, he finally laid down on the floor, found some cardboard and some paper, began to kind of wrap himself up in it, lay there shivering. And at some point, he wrote, I'm getting so cold. I have no feeling in my legs and my toes, and this will probably be the last thing I will be able to write because I can't hold the pen in my fingers because they're so numb and they're already turning blue. I know I'm going to freeze to death. The next morning, about 7:30, a technician opened the door to the car that old Joe was working in. And there was Joe lying on the floor. He checked his pulse. There was no pulse. Joe was dead. He had all the symptoms of a guy that had frozen to death. What he didn't know was the reason the car was parked there was because the refrigeration unit had been malfunctioning. The technician checked the recording device and it never got below 39 degrees. Cold and uncomfortable, yes, but not cold enough to freeze to death. Ladies and gentlemen, your mind is powerful.